Hey everyone, I hope your day is going really well. So we're going to talk a little bit about our realistic fiction writing. Now remember, we did a little bit of planning in class, we did a little bit of talking about it, and we did a little bit of our own writing. Now today, you are going to practice your own writing. But today, I'm going to talk to you about how to continue our writing from where we were. So let's go ahead and look at what we had so far. So we had come up with our character, our teacher, Miss Saturday, who lives in Sleepytown, and she teaches at Snoozy Elementary. Now remember, we decided the problem that she's going to keep having is that her students keep falling asleep in class, and she needs to fix it. Now, I had done a little bit of a jot and said that this is what I'm going to start today. She's teaching and everyone is snoozing and she doesn't know why. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up right there and start right away. So I'm going to get my pen and my paper. You guys should be using a pencil, remember? My pen and my paper, and I'm going to think, okay, she is teaching. So class. When I'm going to make a quote, class, just like we do in class. Miss Saturday said, but no one answered because they were all asleep. All right. Do you guys see how I just jumped right in? I had my idea and it didn't matter if I knew all the way where it was going, but I started. And that's the really, really important thing about working on your writing. Now, we need to focus and make sure that we have all of the things that we need for our realistic fiction. So remember, we have our character, we have our setting, we have our problem that our character gets into. So we need to make sure that the whole time it makes sense about where we are. Remember, settings can change, but we don't want them to change too fast because the story won't make sense. Remember, our characters need to say things so we know who our characters are, and they need to change and interact with other characters in the story. And we also need to make sure that we are focusing on it being realistic fiction. So remember, this is not fantasy, this is not sci-fi, this is realistic. So something that could really happen, a real problem that somebody could come across. Now it might have extra silly things that we come across in it, but it has to be realistic. So your job today is to write about your realistic fiction story. You may illustrate it, you may even finish it today. And if you finish it today, that's great, because then you can come back to school ready to work on it with me and make it the perfect story ready to publish. Good writing today, and I will see you guys on Thursday or Friday.